Welcome back to Level Up Gaming, and in today's video I'm going to be covering how you guys can build yourself to do so much damage in the mid game with a water build. So smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and let's check out my spells. So for our spells, we are using the Frozen Malice, Ice Weapon, Unrelenting Frost, and the Cloud Stance. So this is a really good thing because I do quite a lot of deflecting, and this slows down on how much my bar actually drains. Very good one to rock into before a boss battle. And then next up, Unrelenting Frost is just a cool one to kind of pepper enemies from a distance, and it builds up that frost damage very quickly. Ice Weapon is something that I try my best to try and get as many blows in as I can because it staggers the enemy and it gives you a few good shots and it does a decent amount of damage at the same time. Frozen Malice takes a large chunk and it also does a large chunk of damage as well as frozen damage onto your enemies. So I heavily suggest that if you guys are trying to build a water build, try and use these 4 spells. Obviously 2 just general positive ones that's going to help you passively, and then you're going to have 2 ones that actually end up doing a lot of damage to your enemies. As you can see right here, these are my stats. I'm level 48. I've got 10 in wood, I've got 1 in fire, got 5 in earth, 1 in metal, and 33 points in water. But as you can also see that my armor heavily helps out when it comes to water, as well as my fire virtue and also my wood virtue. So my stats do get puckered up a little bit just because of my armor alone, but I've done a fairly decent amount of boosting when it comes to stats with my water as well. So all round, I am looking fairly decent when it comes to the mid game. So these are my stats, and now let's jump onto the gear. We'll be looking at the wooden pooled spear, and if you guys haven't got this, this comes automatically with a +5 when it comes to damage output. So I heavily suggest that you guys check out yesterday's video. I can show you how to efficiently get this, and it's a really good weapon. You can see it's a -A in water rating, so mid game that is crazy. Damage dealt in perfect condition is a 5.2%. Spirit sustainability is a 16 points, as well as spell duration 4.7%, and that alone is absolute madness. And this is what it naturally comes with. I didn't farm it, it's just built like this, so it's a really good weapon in general. Next up, we have the Swordsman Dual Swords, and this is something that I've recently just got, and I'm really enjoying working with these and trying to cut up enemies. It's really fast, so fast that it can actually do the same amount of damage as this. But I will say, obviously, because I've not got a level +5 yet, it's not quite on the same par. I have to consistently keep attacking, whereas this just makes me feel so much more controlled off the actual battle, deflecting enemies. So at the moment I'm leading with my wooden pooled spear, and I'm probably going to jump towards the Swordsman Dual Swords next, but that's when I level it up. And then obviously we got 2 bows right here, as you can see. They are both +A on the water rating. I didn't actually cover the different abilities on here, but you can see, guys, down below all of my different effects on this weapon alone. And then we'll head over to my headgear. So we've got the soldier headpiece right here. It has moral rank points gain, deflect spirit consumption, and as well as the damage it deals to enemies with negative effects. So if you build your frost damage, it obviously increases 4% of damage that you are going to be doing to enemies if they have a frost damage on them. So next up, we have then got the White Horse Servant Cavalry Armor. So you can see this has 60 points in water, which is really crazy. So I've kind of gone around, checked all the different armor that I can find, and there's not many that actually boost water, but this is probably the best one that I found as of yet. If you guys know of a better one, let me know down below. It'd be really cool to see. But as you can see, these are all of my special effects that I use to try and like make me do as much damage as possible. That element imbued weapon damage is a really good one to have on, because if you are setting your sword as a frosty sword and then when you're doing damage to your enemies. Obviously, it's massively increased as you are doing the attack damage, as well as plussing on the ice attack power. So that's 15 points on that, which is really, really good. And chill accumulation on enemies. So this is obviously how fast it builds up on the enemies, and that is a plus 7%. Really, really cool indeed. I can't change the ammo one, though, unfortunately, that is locked in, that effect, but it is what it is, and I'm really enjoying it with this. Next up, we've got the White Horse Servant Cavalry Guards, and as you can see, these are spear damage that increases. So this is another reason why I'm kind of leaning towards my spear at the moment, and that does 3.6%. And I've got the genuine chi optation, 6.8%, ice damage as well, plussing that up, as well as luck. So I'm just trying to make sure that I can get a decent amount of experience every time I'm going around, and hopefully if I find any gear, I'm finding it a better version than I've currently got equipped. And then for my pants, because I haven't got the matching bottoms for these, and I haven't got the top yet, for my pants, I'm currently using the Nameless Warrior footwear, and as you can see, this is 24 points in water, and I've set my attack up as best as I can with this, as well as boosting different chi. So I'm trying my best to try and do a decent balance of getting experience as well as moral rank and damage. That's kind of what I suggest if you guys are running about. Trinkets, these are probably the two best ones I've got at the moment, and really for me it's more the health points that it boosts and the element damage, and obviously the spirit sustainability. That is probably one of the best things that I've currently got at the moment. And then obviously you can see the HP restoration from wizard spells is something that's there, really, really cool, but I just don't use them anyway, so it's kind of a waste. But I do need to farm for some better trinkets. And then as you can see for the same one here, it's got plus attack power on ice, plus health, and it's got different wizardry spell consumption, -2%, as well as getting rid of my chi loss every time I die. And then it's got range attack, but like I already said, I don't use range attacks. So that is my build for a mid game. Let me know down below what yours is looking like, and how are you doing in the game? Are you struggling at all, or are you guys just rocking out with your cock out? Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.